Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Morning for Monday, August 19th, 2024. We're gradually entering a period where financial players will start returning bit by bit. This should be reflected in trading volumes as financiers return in the second half of August. Regarding macroeconomic news, we'll have some indicators this week. On Tuesday, we'll see consumer prices in Europe. This will be crucial for guiding the next ECB meeting in September, and hopefully for future rate cuts in both Europe and the US. Wednesday, oil stock report. Thursday, more economic data. PMI, housing and unemployment figures will be key. We'll end the week with more real estate data. Relatively quiet on the macroeconomic front. What interests me is the Nasdaq surge while crypto stayed flat, up 5%. Will this momentum continue, or will we see profit taking? The latter seems likely. The Nasdaq's been volatile, dropping from 18,600 to 15,000 before rebounding. Similar to before, it fell only to climb higher. It might go even higher if Powell and the Fed deliver positive news, which will likely announce rate cuts, possibly as early as September and maybe several times this year, we hope. Don't forget about the token unlock calendar. This week it's AVAX at 2.4% and Pixel. Almost every week we see these types of tokens like Pixel and ID. They're big percentages, but AVAX will affect many people. What's interesting in this table is the upcoming unlocks plus daily unlocks. Solana releases 10 million tokens daily, Volcoin 7 million, and another 2 million for one more. These create constant selling pressure. It's not scheduled. It happens systematically every single day. Remember, at the start of the month, we looked at options around 53,000. I said it's positive as it's well above Bitcoin's current price. It ends the last Friday of the month. We aimed for 61,000, which seems consistent. We might finish in that range. It ends on the 30th, all options with nice volumes of 3.36 billion. Next, Toncoin. Possibly the token of 2024, maybe even 2025. Toncoin and Notcoin are booming. The ecosystem and user base are exploding, with games like Hamster Combat drawing 300 million players. It's like a winning streak. They're racking up success after success. I'd say for 2024, it's the project that's really taking off in terms of adoption across the board. This can be really interesting because, after the halving, it's obviously a complex economic equation when a sector loses 50% of its revenue overnight. The worst part is there's a big miner war with new hardware, so the hash rate and mining difficulty have skyrocketed, making things very complicated. This moment often triggers the shift. We might see prices drop further in August, September before rebounding as miners regain profitability. It's usually a reliable indicator signaling the start of the bull market's second upward leg. This guy impresses me though. He's widely criticized, many hate him, but I think he's doing some wild things with TRX. Justin Sun's also betting on meme coins, and let's be honest, he's copying Solana's success. AVAX did it too, and many others. Even Polkadot's jumping on this trend now. I don't talk about it much, but several projects are trying to replicate Solana's economic model with these meme coins. Some hit $1 billion out of nowhere. He'll copy that, offering a platform like Solana's Pump.Fun where you can create a meme coin in 3 clicks. He's investing heavily and the token's already gaining momentum. With this momentum, we'll check the chart. I think the TRX token might hit an all-time high in the coming weeks. The market map looked good yesterday with a nice bounce, but it's pulled back. We're seeing low volumes, about 20 billion. We're at low volumes now, but it's early in the week. We'll watch for volume increases and investor returns. We can see our coin and tone standing out from the rest. In the top 200, there's Pendle. Let's check it out. It's interesting. I think it's reversing. Further down, we had Flux. On the Flux went crazy last night. I'll share about it on Twitter. It's dipped again, but that's interesting. There've been big buys, and often that's a turning point. People are keen on the token, ready to buy at any price, even if it's dipped from profit taking. In this context, it could be the start of something. Let's take a look. So a quick review of Bitcoin's weekly candle. 2 weeks of awful candles. Look, these are indecision candles. Here's the weekly close from August 5th. Disaster. We nearly saw the end of the world. The 15K Bitcoin sellers were back, but we've completely rebounded. Shorters got wrecked like never before. We had good momentum, then did the opposite, ending with a red candle. That's not good, well before it was green. But big smile, we've got 2 in a row. Weeks of uncertainty. If we have a third one, more uncertainty candles, and we are weekly. The following movement will be a violence no one's ready for. That's why I think we need to act now. I'm explaining more and more my strategy. While I'm still on vacation, it's to prepare liquidity for September and October. If there's a last drop, as they say, I'll be ready to buy this final dip. We had one July 5th. We'll see some movement. I think early September we'll need some liquidity, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing DCA in USDT, simply putting in hundreds of euros at a time. When possible, we accumulate. This is what all traders are doing now, as we've seen on the exchanges. The USDT amounts are huge, which is very interesting. It's like traders are waiting, anticipating big drops. Maybe like here, they're preparing orders, as we saw whales buying heavily at 50,000. Maybe they're waiting for similar opportunities daily. Not much to say, honestly. Nothing new. Still in this trend capped by 3 moving averages. We'll need to break through, but when we move north, we might burst through all 3 at once. That could be interesting. The convergence is starting to look good. I'd like to see convergence like this, but with the 3 moving averages following. It's not bad, really. Those who bought in 2002 needed a lot of courage. I needed liquidity. Especially it means if I buy it, obviously it's not just about buying, it's not cheap, and I didn't have the funds. But I think if I had the money here, it was amazing. Anyway, I often say, start a DCA until we see the second bull market explosion. Accumulating Ethereum, I believe, is the best investment in altcoins. I'm really bummed about missing it here. It's on a crazy run. It'll simply hit a new ATH. I think you've got Terry X. It's wild. I think it'll hit an ATH pretty soon. If it hits 14, 15 cents, we're at an ATH. We've seen with similar coins, it's what might propel it. Is buying a token at ATH an opportunity? It can be risky, but maybe it'll go even higher, and there you have it. You can see quickly that this asset hasn't exploded yet, but when it does, it'll hit 14 cents. I believe there'll be a big bullish pattern on the token soon. It's been abrupt. It reached 86, even though it came from a low of 750 when it first arrived. About a year ago, it was at 1.18, where we're not far from the lows. Those who bought here made a masterful move, I think. As for Flux, we saw a very nice candle. Even if it retraces, the candle looks good. It gave back 60% of its rise, but ends on a nice green candle. I'm curious to see the dynamics, but I think it's a signal sent here if we look at the chart. So that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this quick morning update. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and we'll see each other very soon. Have a great day and a good start to the week.